No face, no case, no trace, no waste in the crypto game. He's the ace in the race. No face, no case, no need to replace the king of the chain, staying in his own space.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the No Face Crypto channel. Where's the face, no case? You feel me? Hope you all have had a wonderful day today. Alright, let's talk about some market sentiment and what is coming up in the next week. The shit is about to get real. But before it gets real, shout out to Not Financial Advice. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel, but check out this song, guys.
They'll act shocked when it finally happens. Only time they'll be distracted from distractions. Only time they'll see the ring and try to grasp it. Meanwhile, we've been running around like Frodo Baggins. They won't time the top, cause it'll just keep running. I don't think you realize what's coming. You don't know the plot if you ask why it's pumping. If you think outside the box, you might be on something. It doesn't matter. Yes, the world's a stage and everyone's an actor. What you see on TV isn't real, it's manufactured. Following a script, we can predict the final chapter. It's coming faster. Make sure your bag's packed. We're about to see the shit go flying on the NASDAQ. They'll say we got lucky. All that does is give me flashbacks. Holding through the trenches, never fumbled like a halfback. With the fat stack, with the fat stack.
Shout out Not Financial Advice, guys. Link in the description below. I will definitely add his channel to this, bro. I mean, he's huge. Everyone knows about him in the crypto space. But guys, let's talk about. Apparently, there's been Twitter beef and Twitter FUD like all weekend. I'm so insulated at this point. I didn't even know. I'm barely on Twitter. Okay, so I didn't even know this shit. But let's take a look at what happened. All right, but basically, it's XRP versus the world right now. It is XRP versus the world. All right, and before we go into this, the Solana community and a lot of other communities have been attacking XRP straight up. And I just have to say, if any of y'all are watching this video, just know, all right, I met somebody from Wall Street directly, recruiter for Wall Street, big money in his phone, and he looked me in my eyes, a Solana holder, mind you, looked me in my eyes and goes, XRP's the shit. That happened, all right? When all these crypto people are crying about Solana, this, that, the other, I'm out in real life. I'm not only in the trenches for real, I'm in the trenches for real. If y'all know what I'm trying to say, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. I go to the hoods and I be talking about XRP. That's facts. There's nobody moving like me. So whichever language, whatever dialect you want, I can code switch. I can sit at the desk with the suits and I can go to the hood. No one's doing it like me. So let's go ahead and get into the point of this video. Basically, they're talking mad shit on XRP. And you know what it is? They know what's coming, guys. We have Ripple swell pulling up. I mean, I don't even have to, I don't have to read where these people are from. Just know that every big institution is about to hear Ripple's game plan. And so while you see the max level FUD that we have right now, there is a reason. There is a reason for it. And it's because these motherfuckers are scared, bruh. They're scared. If y'all haven't watched my 2026 XRP video, the only video you need to see before it's too late, go ahead and tap in. It's getting crazy. And this video is specifically to talk my shit. Because I made the hour-long documentary on XRP. I know all the information. I know where we're going. So forget that. Let's talk shit. You can't argue against XRP if you're about to use AI as a basis for your argument, bruh. These people don't know what they're talking about. But let's skip and go ahead and look at what the beef is about. All right, guys, we don't have to go into the main arguments. I'll let you know right now, David Schwartz won. Forget about it. But this guy, he's spending all of his time fighting XRP right now. And I just want to let you know, guys, all the people from the Solana community just promote meme coins. Because that's all they can do. And someone, please, in the comments below, because they're using this, like, couple $1 billion thing that Solana did with Western Union as an exclusivity deal that they paid for, by the way. They're using this as, like, a reason why Solana was chosen over XRP. Guys, I asked multiple people in my real life today, when's the last time they used a Western Union? They all said never. So in the comments below, please go ahead and tell me, when is the last time you guys have used a Western Union? All right, Solana is a shit coin. The mother of all shit coins is literally Solana. And I don't dislike Solana, but I'm just being honest. All right? This guy goes, the argument for XRP essentially comes down to Ripple signing a bunch of deals with banks and bought some TradeFi companies, and one day they will put these flows on XRP, and XRP will pump. There's no history of them doing this so far. No on-chain data to support this. It's entirely conjecture, and because Ripple is privately owned, nobody knows the commercials, details, or product that are being deployed. The less Ripple says, the more the army, which is largely uneducated on modern finance and crypto, gets to speculate. Furthermore, Ripple has distanced itself from XRP, saying it's community owned and there's no counterparty, and yet each month they sell hundreds of millions in XRP to presumably fund these private deals. Blah 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 blah. It's a bunch of bullshit, guys. And essentially, when they are fudding the most, you know you are in the right project, guys. Hold steady, hold tight, because we are going to run very, very soon. All right. And to his response, I would like to say, tell me one company Solana has purchased. Tell me one, where are the rails that Solana owns? Because when this market crashes, when Bitcoin goes to zero, and our entire economy is in a black swan collapse, 99% of cryptos will be gone. Solana will be one of those. And they know this. So I don't want to get too animated in this video, guys, but it's frustrating when you have, because someone coming new into crypto is gonna see this, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, let's buy Solana. All right. Another thing you guys need to understand is the Bitcoin narrative is perpetuated by military bots. Everything on Twitter is military bots, essentially. Whenever you see someone saying buy Bitcoin, it's a fucking bot. Don't ever buy Bitcoin again. It's over. It's over, guys. And that Japanese reverse carry trade, it's coming. And a black swan event is coming. Gold is going back to $2,000. Bitcoin's crashing to $10,000. And XRP is going to the fucking moon. That is exactly what is going to happen. Word for word, bar for bar. And if you have something to say about it in the comments, then say something in the comments. Because this shit is facts. Ladies and gentlemen, the vast majority of accounts in the crypto space are controlled and paid for by the government, or they have ulterior motives that you do not want to be a part of. The Bitcoin narrative is a narrative. It is exactly that. All right? Not Jerome Powell. This page right here has taken money from organizations controlled by the government. Facts. And I'm going to show you guys proof right now. Since people want to talk shit, okay, understand the Bitcoin narrative it's a narrative. Bitcoin is going to die. I promise. I promise. I put my whole I will give y'all all the crypto I own if Bitcoin doesn't crash and die, literally. All right? This gentleman right here is paid and bought for by the government to perpetuate narratives. And I'm going to show you guys in a video right now exactly what this guy was doing way back when. So when he's going ahead and he's talking about Bitcoin and whatever, trust me. Trust me, guys. You don't want to believe a word that's said on Twitter. And especially when it comes to people shit-talking XRP. Trying to literally tweet David Satoshi himself, David Schwartz. It's ridiculous. And we're going to get into that in a second. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a clip. Proof that this guy right here has taken money to perpetuate narratives. 100%. Here you go.
Not Jerome Powell.
Yeah.
Government overreach strikes again. This time it's Soda's turn. They want to restrict soda purchases through SNAP this time. This is an unwarranted attempt by the government to dictate what Americans can or cannot consume, which is an overextension of government power and a violation of personal choice. Even President Trump likes to drink his Diet Coke on a daily basis. The government needs to stop over-regulating what Americans can or cannot do.
Okay,
can I
pause.
read the initial?
Yeah.
So this is from...
That was the initial campaign that was allegedly sent out. And this guy named Nick Sorter, which I've got my opinions on him I can give you later, but he aired all this out, saying, look at all these guys in my realm that are doing this campaign and that are pushing the same messaging, because that's when RFK was talking about potentially trying to restrict SNAP benefits to purchase soda and other shit. And then all of a sudden you have all these accounts. And if you compare both messages, what's something that they both talk about? Trump Diet Coke, Trump Diet Coke.
Let me just read this real quick. So
Yeah.
this is allegedly the what?
That's allegedly the pitch that was given to all these influencers.
Okay, soda bans and government overregulation. Objective. This campaign highlights the dangers of government overregulation with a specific focus on current efforts to restrict soda purchases through food aid programs. The narrative emphasizes how such regulation is an overreach that unfairly targets consumer choice, especially considering the president himself is a Diet Coke enthusiast. Key messaging. Government overreach. Efforts to restrict soda purchases through SNAP are an unwarranted attempt by government to dictate what Americans can or cannot consume, which is an overextension of government power and a violation of personal choice. Personal choice and freedom. The right to make personal food and drink choices should not be restricted by government bureaucracy. Consumers, especially those relying on SNAP, deserve autonomy in their purchasing decisions. Economic concerns. Limiting soda purchase will likely harm beverage companies, retailers, and food suppliers, especially those who catered to low-income Americans by relying on SNAP benefits. Trump's preference for Diet Coke. Trump himself regularly enjoys Diet Coke. Can be used to highlight the ridiculousness of these regulations.
So pause for a second. The fact that those two tweets are literally hitting the point on that document to a T. And here's the problem. None of these people disclosed that they got paid. And this is...
So if that's going on, do you think any of these people have to disclose they're getting paid by Solana and paid by Bitcoin and paid by the suits to perpetuate narratives against XRP? Who do you think paid the SEC to sue XRP? This shit goes deep, guys. Pay attention. We're not done. Guys, I'm not even going to give weight to the arguments of the Solana community. They don't even know what they're talking about. They have no clue how XRP, Ripple, or crypto really works. They just know meme coins. So, here's what David Schwartz, the real Satoshi, has to say. Do you want to use a blockchain where people can be their own bank and no middleman tax their transactions? Or do you want to be someone else's bank and tax their transactions? If you want the latter, there are dozens of blockchains for you. If you want the former, there's XRP. I do think XRP special place on XRPL ensures XRP will capture some of the value of XRPL transactions generate. XRP is the only asset without a counterparty that can be accessed by every account in every jurisdiction with no risk of default, freeze, or clawback. Tell me one other cryptocurrency that has that. I'll answer. None of them. So don't listen to these people who are trying to convince you that XRP is a bad project. It's fucking ridiculous. It pisses me off. Yo, roll the clip. Roll the clip. I don't think these people understand.
I am the keeper of a greater magic. A power known throughout the universe as the
Force?
No. The Schwartz. The Schwartz.
What is it that you do here?
Merchandising. Where the real money from the movie is made. Spaceballs the t-shirt. Spaceballs the coloring book. Spaceballs the lunchbox. Spaceballs the breakfast cereal. Spaceballs the flamethrower. The kids loved it.
Alright guys, here we have the original post. It goes, do you want to use So this guy goes, one of the purposes of XRP native asset to the XRPL ledger is to have value for spam prevention. The original design of the XRP ledger was in the rippling process as part of the intercurrency pathfinding exercise. To my knowledge, no other large cap L1 is designed this way, with the exception of XLM as a fork of XRP. Yada yada yada. The place I get, this guy goes, the place I get stuck is whether this is actually being adopted at scale or is it theoretical. They're acting like they don't understand XRP. All right, and I'm just gonna skip all the way down here. But basically, I said Ripple 13,000 banks, Swift 11,000, and that's facts. And this dude really is trying to say, like, they don't know what they're talking about. What do you mean no adoption? We got more banks than Swift. You think this is a joke? Is this some kind of sick joke? Y'all are cooked. If people don't have XRP, if these people who are talking shit on XRP don't hold XRP, I'd be extremely surprised. All right. So, dude says XRP is a bank-themed meme coin. XPL makes 1K in fees per day. That's nothing, by the way. No alignment or no exposure to anything Ripple does. Yeah, XRP has capitalized everything Ripple has. All we hear is talk. All right, and then we have tons and tons of responses, and then David Schwartz responds. You think you want this because you think this demand makes the price go up, and that's great when you sell, but it's not great when you buy, and it makes you vulnerable to price drops. This mechanism weakens. I'm very much not convinced it's a net win for most projects. Tons of protocols have fees, and the best ones have value alignment and accrual going to token holders, right? And you can see right here, do we want decentralized public systems to have middlemen who tax other people's transactions for their benefit, or do we really want no middlemen? And to have no middlemen, you need to be on the XRP ledger. You need to be with XRP. With XRP, you are that middleman. You are that. You can't have a new system without a middleman. Facts. The US dollar is currently what XRP is. Facts. A protocol isn't a middleman itself. This decentralized, permissionless coordination of value transfers between parties with all benefit it offers in creating more efficient, transparent, trust minimize, more liquid 24/7, programmable capital and payment markets isn't predicted on it being free. Predicated on it being free. Keep in mind, this guy's using AI. All right, it's very obvious this guy's using AI to form his responses. There's dashes everywhere. David says, I think you are misunderstanding my premise. The protocol should be free, which is not really what he said. No, David says no, not free, but there's no reason a public good like a blockchain should graciously charge people for using something that nobody owns. All right? And on B, he responds to his thing again. The nodes should work for free, or token holders have to eat inflation to pay nodes. David responds, I do not believe that. Nobody should run a node unless they have some reason to need access to the blockchain. If Alice needs access to XRPL to transact, she has to run a node or pay someone else to run for her. Because there's no POW, there's no need to incentivize running a node. Nobody needs to access the ledger. No nodes are needed. If people need to access the ledger, they'll run nodes. Owning the token doesn't bestow any claims to the owner. But it does. The token is scarce and used as a store of value. The token captures some of the economic value that its associated chain generates. Not only that, it's scarce now. What do you think is going to happen when all these spot ETFs go live? This is FUD, guys. This is the biggest, craziest, most FUD we've ever seen in crypto. And it's all surrounding XRP. You guys need to lock in. Alright? As David explained in his previous post, this fees will naturally converge towards zero because selling block space is a commodity business. Chain scalability reduces congestion fees. Alright? I mean, this dude David Schwartz fried this guy up. He fried this guy up. Alright? And then this guy continues to say, so if you're buying a token as a speculative asset, is it a good thing or a bad thing that much of the theory it presents value is built on something that's converging zero versus something that, while small today, is stable and growing? To be specific, XP has nothing stable and growing besides misinformation and conspiracy slop for low information retail. It's ranked 50th by chain, total value locked, 46th by developer count. Yeah, but who got sued by the SEC? Why do you think our developer count was so low? Because who got sued by the SEC? These people do not know what they're talking about, and that's all I have to say in this video. This video is for everyone who's invested in XRP to understand. They are talking shit because they know we are winners. Y'all are rich already. You guys are rich already. I need you to understand that. Alright? You have something that everybody wants and people can't get enough of. And they're priced out. These people, a lot of these people are priced out, guys. That's the truth. Let them be salty. Alright? Bro goes on and on and on. I mean, he's rage baiting. He's rage baiting. Alright, and I go, Ripple, 13,000 banks, Swift, 11,000. Enough said. Enough said, guys. Who has more banks? How many banks does Solana have, guys? Yeah. How many banks does Solana have? Please everyone drop a comment below and let me know how many banks Solana has control and jurisdiction over. Please let me know how many acquisitions Solana has made in the last year. I'll wait. Thank you. Like, this shit is ridiculous. These people have no clue what they're talking about. They're dumbasses, straight up. Alright? If you guys hold the right assets, you know. And it's not just about XRP, it's about all the correct utility assets. But don't let these stupid people who buy meme coins, the guy who was talking shit on XRP, go to his account and let's see what coins he's talking about. Let's see what coins he loves. Chainlink. Are we kidding? Are we serious? I mean, I don't hate Chainlink, but like, are we serious? Kilo Code. Oh wow. What else is he promoting? Let's see. HBar's cool, we like that. What else is he promoting here? Link was the same people who were talking shit on XRP earlier too. What even is that? Get this Chainlink shit out of here, bro. We know who's winning. Alright? I mean, so you can go ahead and you see where these people, they're from Solana and they're from Link and they're from Solana. That's it. That's all you need to know, guys. And I met somebody who holds a lot of Solana the other day from Wall Street who said XRP is the shit. He knows it's superior. He knows it's superior. I looked this man in his eyes and I said, yeah, but what do you think about Ripple? What do you think Ripple about all they've done in 2025? He's scared. He didn't have anything to say. Straight from Wall Street. The banks and the suits are scared. Lock the fuck in. Lock in.
None of you seem to understand. I'm not locked in here with you.
That's it! You're locked in here with me!
Masked up tight like the thief in the dark. No face, no case, that's the spark of his art. Charts crashing, burning like the 4th of July. But no face, crypto still flying high. He rides the wave while the rest just drown. Rich list rider wearing the crown. Liquidation storms can't crack his code. He built his empire on the blockchain road. No face, no case, no trace, no waste in the crypto game. He's the ace in the race. No face, no case, no need to replace the king of the chain, staying in his own space. When the market turned red and the bulls went blind, he stayed steady, sharp, mastermind refined. While wallets froze and traders wept, he flipped the script and his ledger kept. Bag so heavy it bends the rules, swimming through the sharks while they fight for pools. The greatest YouTuber to grace the scene, turning bear markets into a money machine. No face, no case, no trace, no waste in the crypto game. He's the ace in the race. No face, no case, no need to replace the king of the chain, staying in his own space. When the market turned red and the bulls went blind, he stayed steady, sharp, mastermind refined. While wallets froze and traders wept, he flipped the script and his ledger kept. Bag so heavy it bends the rules, swimming through the sharks while they fight for pools. The greatest YouTuber to grace the scene, turning bear markets into a money machine. No face, no case, no trace, no waste in the crypto game. He's the ace in the race. No face, no case, no need to replace the king of the chain, staying in his own space.